Next thing, all right, we're going to talk about Trump.
Yeah.
It's very clear if you look at what's happening over the past year, even before that, um, Europe, America is slowly dumping Europe because it can't afford to pay for NATO and subsidize Europeans so that they can live their socialistic dreams, have health, welfare, and everything. When the U.S. is also struggling internally and has a lot of debts to pay, and also needs to become, in Trump's word, more transactional. They don't want to become trade. They don't want to become multipolar, but they want to become transactional, which means we don't have allies, we have trading partners. So they're treating Europe as a trading partner now, telling them that you have to pay more of your the fee for the NATO alliance. And I think Trump is going to totally get rid of NATO. Meanwhile, Witkoff is in Russia speaking to Russians about how to end the war. Trump's support of Ukraine war is over. He's told Europe they have to pay it themselves. And he's now basically, through escalation and de-escalation, threatened tariffs on Europe if they don't give him Greenland. And then what he does is say, okay, Greenland still belongs to Denmark, but we worked out a deal where America can profit off of the minerals and resources that Denmark have, and also he plans a $100 billion dome. So now that they'll probably allow him to do that in Greenland, and that $100 billion dome is just another way for America to continue spending money on military, so that military companies can make money. Because I don't think Trump really feels that he needs that missile dome to block out Russia. And military experts have said there's no dome that can stop these hypersonic missiles. So what is happening is America is shifting through Trump to basically dumping Ukraine, dumping Europe, dumping NATO, and saying everybody is on their own now. And they're actually pivoting towards China and Russia. Trump's relationship with Russia is very strong now. He's friendly with Putin. At the same time, he's working with China. The trade war ended, and they're making a lot of money together. And he's telling Europe, if you want to pay, you got to pay for your own security now. And if you don't let us get those minerals in Greenland, we're going to put tariffs on your goods. So basically, he strong-armed Denmark to give America permission to not only make money off of their minerals, but to create that military dome. So Europe is on their own. And what do you think, before I go on, what do you think about that? They're on their own. All of this in the backdrop of the Davos meetings.
Yeah, I mean, it's all happened so quickly. Europe has now had to sort itself out because this little action has basically destroyed NATO. Because you can never be sure again. Okay, yes, let's say next election round comes and the Democrats get a landslide and it's 90% Democrats and they say will never happen again, and they give every assurance. They know that it has happened before, and the people that made it happen before are still around to make it happen again.
And now that, Kule, even when the Democrats come in, they're not going to backtrack on that deal. Same things, for example, Trump cut taxes for the rich in America. When the Democrats came in, they didn't backtrack and give it back. And the Democrats will be like, what can we say? Trump signed a treaty with you guys. We just have to, we have to agree to the treaty. So they'll come back and be friends of Europe, but they won't give Europe money, or they won't reestablish the old relationship. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no turning back from that. Canada has already started to move away and do more trade with China. And this little incident with Western Europe, although Trump probably feels that he's brought some kind of calm and peace and everyone's okay, and he's got this new board of peace that he wants to use to replace the UN. I mean, replacing the UN, I mean, that's good.
Look what I was just reading. Look what I just reading when you said that. What does that say? Board of Peace. You see that? It says Board of Peace. I was reading something when you just said that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, he wants to replace the UN. I mean, that's absurd. And he's put, Netanyahu there because I guess Satan wasn't available. So, I mean, that's going to be quite difficult to achieve. I mean, look at Putin said he's going to consider joining. Macron said he's not joining, but I don't know whether he's changed his mind. And there's a few.
Joining what?
The Board of Peace, where they had to pay $1 billion to join for Gaza. The replacement for the UN, Trump's new. He was been posting it in Davos.
I can't believe Putin is falling for this shit. I can't believe he's falling for this shit, man. But anyway,
Putin just sees it all as a game, and he wonders. I mean, he's just probably curious as to what's going on. I mean, he's not committed. He's like, okay, I'll throw. It's like a gamble. It's like a casino. It's like, okay, I'll throw my $1 billion in. At least let me find out what's going on. If I'm good with it, at least I know before they move.
Yeah.
Because there's no point being on the outside and not knowing what's going on. So
Yeah, we have to be careful because America always has a plan. They could try to overthrow Putin by somebody else in Russia by getting him. Putin shouldn't deal with America because America is very clever. Very clever.
No, he just wants to make sure he has a seat at the table so he knows what's going on.
Yeah, he's also meeting with Americans to talk about finance. He needs to be very careful. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say? He needs to be careful. But let's go back. So, we're still on point, but we're going to end very soon because we have other things to do, like drinking wine. But let's look. Macron was wearing Michael Jackson sunglasses and sent a text to Trump saying, "What's going on, man? You sort of, I'm paraphrasing, you're treating us like trash on this issue with Greenland. Look, we're friends. We're going to stand with you on Iran. We're going to stand with you on Ukraine." And he said, "We'll even let you bring Putin and Russia to the G7 meeting. Please just leave us alone on this issue with Greenland." And Trump put it on TV and said, "Look what Macron sent me. And also, I'm not going to do it. Macron's on his way out anyway." So you see what I'm saying? So Trump is showing disdain for Western Europe now. Western Europe is on its own. And also Western Europe is now catering. They claim that they're trying to fight Russia for their existence, but they're saying we can invite Russia to the G7. So what Trump has exposed is that all of this is a lie, that all of them are in bed together, and the Europeans are only lying to their citizens, making them think Russia is a threat. Could you imagine Winston Churchill calling Eisenhower, or who was the president of the U.S., I forgot who it was, and saying, "Oh yeah, you can invite Hitler to the meeting too." You get my point?
That was Eisenhower then Truman, yeah.
Yeah, Eisenhower. Can you imagine Churchill saying, you know what? Please don't let France don't let Germany take France. You can even invite Hitler to our meeting, our G7 meeting. You get what I'm trying to say? Because
the
Europeans claim that Putin is Hitler. So you're so desperate now that you can invite him to the meeting. Europe has been exposed. Last thoughts on that, Kunle, and we're out.
Yes, what you just mentioned was peace in our time. The Prime Minister just before Winston Churchill tried to do just that. But I think the Europeans are drawing a red line and America has crossed it.
They're pissed on.
So they've taken a giant big dump on it. And we're going to see what the fallout is going to be from there. And from myself, from Christopher, we're going to goodbye, farewell, Ajay. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Nice one. Hey, cool. Have you noticed that our shows now are getting more complex and nuanced?